the fuck out of my face. Suck my ding dong. Where's this guy? They don't give a fuck about me. You weren't alive. m1a1. I did a lot of the reload. Oh man, where's the date modified? Shit. What's my favorite one? That was 830. That was 834. 19. Let me just look at it. Just take a look. Yeah, this was the animation. And I meant to... Yeah, to fuck with it a wee bit. I'm gonna fuck with it a little bit. The point was for me to make it much quicker. Yeah, I meant to make the animation much fucking quicker. Just for the, for Forgotten Hope. If they still want to use it, I mean, I just gotta make sure it's or at least speed up the animation, then tweak the reload sound. I'm not quite sure. So anyone who cares about anyone, hey, it's XC, so hello, nice seeing you here, man. I'm sure you're wondering what the fuck you're looking at. You're looking at someone who makes animations for a game called Forgotten Hope 2, which you can play for free, and you can play with bots, by the way. I prefer to play with bots, they kick ass. So I would go to ForgottenHope2.com and play the game. It's free. It's 100% free, and you can play with bots, and you can fuck them up, and they can fuck you up too. So yeah, I'm sorry for the music, but it's what I'm jiving to right now. It's what I'm jiving to, man. Sorry, but it's what I'm jiving to. It's good shit. Oh, you play it? Oh, right on, brother. Right on. Well, I'm glad you play it. I'm just a small-time animator who works for the game, and I've played it my whole life pretty much. I've been playing it since I was in high school, and that was like back in 2007. So yeah, I'm old. No worries, mate. Anyways, glad to hear it, but I'm just trying to work on ways of how I'm gonna perfect my newest m1a1 animation, because it needs some time. It's a bit too long. It's 125 frames, 175 frames. That's a good plus 5 minutes, no, 5 seconds of what am I saying? Oh my god, I'm so dumb. Holy fuck. Yeah, sorry. Anyways, I'm glad you play it. I'm just trying to work this out because I'm about to I'm gonna rework my old Stromgewehr 44 animation, which is, to most of you know, is the STG 44. I haven't worked on that in a good long time. It could be a bit faster. You're completely right, dude. It's a bit too long. Like if I go like this, I could cut a lot out. Then the team wants me to cut a lot out. But I originally, oh god. I originally made this animation, it was never for Forgotten Hope 2. It was just for me to put in my own game because I thought this is what I wanted. Like as an animator, like this is what I wanted for the animation, and especially since it uses Kidly Vanilli's old m1a1 animations, which are great. Don't get me wrong, the guy's a fucking genius. He's been a mentor of mine for fucking years. But I just wanted to put something a bit different in there, something a bit more flashy. But I mean, I don't know. Like, I've been looking at it since I made it, which was like 6 months ago. And as I'm sure some of you know, I've redone my whole thing. I live streamed me doing this whole fucking animation. I'm just trying to look at ways I can crack down. I'm sure it doesn't need the extra meg tap in there, but I gotta say, like when I first made this animation, it was never an idea of keeping it in Forgotten Hope 2. It was just a way to, it was just an outlet for me to do the kind of animations that I wanted to, even though they were long and stupid. That's just how I want it. And looking at this now, I'm gonna go back and look through this, and I'm gonna redo my Stromgewehr 44, the STG 44. This is the one I did originally that I want to redo. It's super quick. I mean, this is only 150 fucking frames, so I guess when I made this animation, I had the team in mind and what their animations were. Like, I had direction and all that crap. But I mean, when I make my animations, I don't want them to be super fast like arcadey. I want them to be semi-realistic, and this was what I thought was semi-realistic at the time. But this is not what I want. We shall see. And I just keep listening to my favorite song from Martin Bonder. Fucking Swedish motherfucker, just like me. Anyways. So yeah, I'm gonna redo this whole animation, and I'm gonna redo it in the same vein that I did. I mean, I made this, God, this was like 2011 when I made this. It really doesn't need any tweaking. I mean, I believe you, I believe it. It's sweet. It works in the game super well. I don't know. Like I said, when I remake these animations, it's sweet, it's smooth. You're right, but they were also geared towards, the player. If the animation is quick enough, blah blah blah, all that stuff. When I mean by tweak it, I mean, tweak it for myself. It's not like an official piece. Like I said, I haven't been an actual member of the team for a good 3 years, and then I presented my last piece to the team again. They were like, okay, well, how about we make this official? And I'm like, well, it wasn't made to be official. It really wasn't. Like, if I actually had made the m1a1 reload to be official, I wouldn't have included all the meg slaps and all that shit. I would have made it faster, but it was just made for me, just for fun, like the kind of way I like a reload. Personally, I like them slow. I like them fast yet slow. Like realistic, but not overly encumbering in terms of how ridiculous. But like this, I mean, when you put it in. He already exaggerates when he puts his thumb over the release. Like, that's already an exaggeration right there, and I'm surprised they let me keep it in when I made this fucking 10 years ago. Oh man, like just going into my old archive of old shit. All my, probably as far as reloads go, that took the longest out of anything and had no reason to do so would be this one right here. It was a good 300 frames. So that would make it twice as long as the fucking... Oh my god, it's dumb. Anyways. Yeah, sorry about my music. I like it. My bad, bro. I like it a lot. Anyways. But yeah, this would be the one that they still keep in. Look at that. It also plays slower in the engine, the Refractor 2 engine, which I could have sped it up. But look at that, it's just, it becomes a bit ridiculous after a while, but you know, when it's a one-hit kill, what can you do? It's a fucking one-hit kill. It doesn't matter where you hit them, it's a one-hit fucking kill. That thing, I don't want to say rapes, but it does rape people when you play online. Which I don't do very often. I do a lot of testing on the bots and everything like that, the mesh pathing and all that. Working on the 2142 remaster project, doing a bunch of testing for that shit. Because all the animation spots are filled, and no one wants to do my animations. They look like shit. They look like a fool. Like, look like a dumbass did them. No one wants to fucking have fun with my animations. They're too slow. They're too dumb. They're too slow. They're too stupid. Like, just fucking look at that shit. I mean, they're realistic, but they're too realistic at points. I took too much of a reference from Red Orchestra. My friend Nick Sumnall, who worked on the original Red Orchestra, he did all the original one-player animations for all those, and he left a serious imprint on me in terms of the way realism should go. This gun was, from what I hear, it was a bitch to work and load. The G41, the G41W, I believe, I'm not sure, but I was never a huge buff, but I tried to get on the bandwagon. I watched a lot of Hickok videos on certain things, and you know, I mean, I know it's not as good as, you know, throwing an animator out in the field and, you know, letting them work the gun themselves, but like this was it, and that's ragdoll form. But like, it was a bitch to work this animation, and I mean, when you have the G41W, I mean, but you have the G40, the Gewehr, I forgot what it's called, G43 Gewehr. And this one was, it could have been loaded via magazine right there, but I made this animation like this for, I really can't tell you why I made this animation like this, but it sticks in the game. Even though I did that, look, I animated that top bullet pushing it down. I just, it was more of a piece for myself to look at. You know, like that's just me as an animator, just looking at it like that. That's just the way I played with it. And it's still in the game, and it's a great animation. It's fucking terrific. It's actually one of my best. And I hate to say that because this was like 10 years ago, like 2011. This is a fucking long time ago, man. But it's actually one of my favorites. It really is. And as far as my favorites go, Look, this is all the animation I did for Forgotten Hope. BAR, the Bombano, and all that shit. The G43, the Hoffeldonger. The Hoffeldonger. I always call it the Hoffeldonger. The Hoffeldonger. But the MP40, I know the MP40 is going to be replaced soon. And of course, I chose, I picked the same pose from the original Forgotten Hope MG. Oh God, excuse me, MP40. I'm tired. Yeah, I picked the same pose from the MP40 that was with the original game via Killy Vanilli. Killy Vanilli is a great animator. He went on to do Disney shit, a bunch of other stuff, but I kept his pose, and I just animated it like I did. Yeah, so I animated it. I animated it that way. Yeah, I did. I definitely did. And I know it's being replaced by another reliable animator who I know. Thank goodness, because this has been here for over 10 years. And it was actually one of the first weapons I working on the team. And there's a bunch of other shit too, like the MG42 I did, the bipod reload, like this. It took a few keyframes. Not keyframes. What am I trying to say? It took a lot of Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Holy crap. There we go. My bad. I'm sorry. A lot of dummies to get the movement right. Like, as you notice, when the movement follows from this gun, it follows at this pivot right here, because this was the pivot that was animated. So you'll look, see how it goes down there, but everything was... And even though that thing wasn't fucking animated, yeah, that wasn't animated, but it had to try and look like it was. You see that? But when I put it down there, I tried to make it look like it was animated. As you can see, yeah, it was fun to work on. It really was. And all the guys were like, that looks too like the same, like, hey, channels is both the same way the whole time. And I'm like, well, I can add realism, or I can make it look like shit every time. I don't know. It didn't look good the last time when I did it, and it was a long time ago. I'm not sure if they've redone it since, but yeah, and I had it move. See, the pivot moves from the bipod like it should. That was how I wanted it to go. I don't think anyone's even listening to me anymore. I feel like a dumb shit. I feel like a dumb fucking dummy. But this was a fun one to animate, and all I did was tweak the reload. I actually tweaked the from idle animations, but I never saved those. Those are back with the archives. A bunch of shit, just a bunch of other shit I got, but the POA, hell yeah. People love the POA reload. I'm not sure why. I just re-enhanced it, like, bam. Dude, I did this so fucking fast. It's so dumb. Dude, Forgotten Hope should not have animations this fucking fast. It's not an arcade shooter, it's really not. I mean, it's fun to pick up, it's fast, but in my opinion, it's not this kind of shooter. So we obviously had a lot of butting heads with how the animations should be incredibly. I mean, we had a lot like. Oh, that's the old one. Oh man. No. That's the same old one. Yeah, and I figured this one needed to be fast, you know. I mean, it needed to be pretty fucking fast. For 170 frames, I mean, dude, for shooting 71 plus rounds at this highest speed this motherfucker shoots, you gotta do something with the bit. I mean, fucking A. And this is still the reload for the same Soviet era JPS H-41. I'm pretty proud of this, especially when it goes down. That's so hard to nail. That whole like when you pull the mag out, you see how it pulls out, and then he goes from down, like from here, down. That's a hard thing to nail to get it naturally. It sucks dick to get that shit down. Oh my god, it sucks. That's one of my biggest accomplishments fucking working on this. I was so happy that I was working on Eastern European weapons. I was just like, I gotta make this shit look good. Damn, that took a while. I remember it took a while. To be honest, I would have cleaned up the end. I would have cleaned it up, to be honest, but man, I'm just going through all this shit. God, this is dumb. What a dumbass shit. Yeah, of course, the new guy in Forgotten Hope, they fucking stuck me to a bunch of shit they didn't want. They're like, oh, we got ourselves a designated animator. They did me the satchels, the grenades, they did me a bunch of random shit. They put me through the fucking ring of those motherfuckers. Good team to work with, very professional, like crazy professional. And then this one's still in there. Yeah, that one's still in there. By the way, can you just right click on the video and click loop instead of clicking on replay all the time? No, I'm sorry, I don't. Is that a thing? Can you, by the way, can you click on the video and click loop? Is that a thing? No, I'm sorry, but if you don't like the song, you know, I can't help you, bud. I'm sorry, Bo, but I can't help you. I'm just an old animator going through his old works and critiquing himself violently. God, I love my work. I love my work back in these days, dude. When you really try, like when you really fucking try, you see your work resonate with you and it just looks fucking good. I mean, I'm super proud of my shit, like, boom. Do you mean on my Renegade X video I'm talking about here? Like, if it's, like, you want me to, dude, I would love to put this on repeat if I could, but I have it on my own thing. No, don't take it the wrong way, brother. It's all good. I'm just, going through my own shit, sorry. I mean, just look at that tap, the aggression, the way it counteracts with it. Like, this was all keyframed by hand too. I just keep thinking about my own work and the way I use keyframes, like boom. And I have the rifle chambering. I move it up to animate it. No worries, man. No worries. I'm just looking at my own shit. Because I'm trying to get a glimpse of how I used to be, for fuck's sake. I mean, goddamn. It's been a while, man. Are you new to the channel? I mean, you're the only other guy watching besides my own dumbass. Not saying that you're dumb, bro. I'm just saying there's gotta be some reason why you're watching me fucking review my own shit. Yeah, the fire animation for the F1 grenade. Like, all you gotta do is pull it, then pull it off screen. Once you pull it off screen, then it automatically defaults to the default, the hand flying in the air and all that crap. It's dumb and it's stupid. What deploy? I don't remember how any of this looked. The m1a1 animation, huh? That was a hell of a long fucking, that was a hell of a long session, man. That was a 4-hour long session. But as you can see, I had to animate the proper pivot on this ring here, and you can see as you can see, I had to put my own dummy there, because once you can relate the actual mesh from your dummy pivot, then you can actually have it move at its proper, you know, at its proper pivot point there. I didn't know you were that big of a follower. Well, I appreciate you following me. I'm pretty dumb. I mean, I've been animating for a long time, but every now and again I pop on late in the morning and just go over my shit. And this happens to be the time when I happen to put the old mic on and have fun with it. But yeah, when all the pivots on the meshes are at 000, you go to move this, and as you can see, it's not at the right pivot. See? It doesn't work right. It doesn't do it the right way. You see, it doesn't wobble the right way. But by doing what I did, shit. Fucking goddamn it. Let me just zoom in like a professional motherfucker who acts like he knows his way around a 3ds Max program, which I do not, because I'm not a good animator. I just happen to get lucky. See? You can't twist that the way you want it to, because all of these zeros, they're at 000 for the Battlefield engine. But if you actually move your pivot and make a dummy for your pivot, you can animate your pivot instead, and the recognizing from the engine will be the exact same. It's weird, right? It's like you have to make your own fucking pivots. It's shitty. It's annoying. That's what I hate the most about working with this fucking engine. It's a bunch of bullshit. I remember this fucker makes a huge explosion. It makes a huge explosion. I remember they were like, you gotta pop that fucker out. Then you gotta pop this fucker out. Seeing I had it wobble at its own thing. It was all its own. God, excuse me, I'm a bit belchy. It's its own fucking thing. Because as usual, you cannot move the actual mesh at a proper pivot. See that? So I've made my own dummy to give it its own proper pivot. See how it stays in the line there? That's what I did for a lot of my animation. For a lot of these shitty animations they made me do. I don't want to fuck any of this shit up. This is like, look at that, from 2011. These are all from, I started working on this obviously in December of the 5th. And looks like I got it done in a day. Good for me. Good for me. And then a bunch of other shit, like the MP34, when they were thinking about having it be its own thing. And oh, not, I didn't mean to do this one, but oh, so this one took way too long. See, look at that. That was 70 frames for a 30 round fucking thing. Like, that's the, see, like it doesn't balance itself out there. It's fucking retarded. Did the Hawkins, I went Bazooka. Which one was the one I was working on? The edits. Was that the edits? No, not the test. MG34. I thought it was reload. It's reload, yeah. This was the one I did for the standing reload. Everything fucking 240 fucking rounds. I mean frames, excuse me. Look at that shit. How dumb is that? I remember I worked my ass off on this and it was just a project. Like, it wasn't even an actual thing that was going to be in Forgotten Hope 2. We had just spitballed it between the team. Me and Kev back in the day. I don't think Kev's on the team anymore. I'm pretty sure he's not, wherever he is. God bless you, buddy. You and Natty Wallow and everyone else, God bless you. But yeah, God bless. But this is what I did. Like, I worked my ass off on this fucking animation just to have a standing reload for that, and I flipped it back in my hand. And I mean, it looks good right now, but like, that was a serious shit I worked on. That was something else. That was something else, and that was back in 2012. My gosh, going through all this crap. I'm trying to look at my old SVT 44 animation because I was so psyched to do Russian weapons, and I know this one got replaced very quick because it looks like shit. Look at this. I'm not sure what I was trying to do with this animation, but it looks like shit in my fucking opinion. Like, look at this. Looks like fucking garbage. I mean, I was trying to make it seem like there's a struggle to pull out the animation, but to pull out the magazine, I mean, but there shouldn't have been. It looks like garbage. It looks like shit in my opinion, but what can I do, man? I'm glad it was replaced because it was not my best work and I was really pissed and I hated it. I'm glad it was redone, thank goodness for that. There's a bunch of other shit I was meaning to do. I did a bunch, but like the Finn Satchel. Oh, this motherfucker. Fuck, this one took a while. It was like a big box. Like, you unscrew it, pull it down, and then toss it. Toss it. Bam. Trying to and look what the deploy looked like. The deploy. Oh man. Like I remember I tried to make it look like it was heavy. Like he's grabbing it. But unfortunately it doesn't show enough of the hand. See how it's extended here. It's extended and then he grabs it like it's fucking weighs 15 pounds. Like it was too fast. I was too inexperienced of an animator to actually capture that. Like 4 frames is not going to capture the fact that, because it looks like it was just grabbed the way it was. That doesn't look right. Like as an animator I should have done this a bit better. But I was trying to do my best for a kid. I mean, that was 2012. My god, I was in my 20s and now I'm an old fucking fart. And of course, what most people will never see is the DP. Oh shit. God damn it. Cut. Up. Put the pace back out there, the DP28. I kicked what I thought was some serious ass on that fucking gun, but I was wrong. As you can see, the reload is not, as you can see, it takes, it's a good reload. It's just not right. It's just wrong. It's actually super wrong. As you can see, my guy, he tries to pull it forward, but you actually have to pull it out towards you. You have to pull it down, not forward. And then I fucked it up. It don't matter, I fucked it up. It just sucks because I worked on this for so fucking long. God damn it. It was a big bitch and it was a fucking pain in the ass. And it was fluid too. I was pretty impressed with it. I was pretty happy with it. Sadly, it wasn't good enough for the team. But there was a lot of shit that I did to TT-33. I forgot about that. I still used the sprint animation I did for my pistol there. Trying to make an animated food mod. Are we still working on the Refractor 2 engine here? Because I really don't see a reason to put an animated food mod in something like the Refractor 2 engine. It's like when you pop out the med kit, what are you gonna do? Fuck it. Although I did have an idea, like when you it was a long time ago when I was working on XWW2, which was the poor man's, I guess, Forgotten Hope 2. Before I worked on Forgotten Hope 2, this is like 2008. I had an idea for the British people to have like a tea animation. It's where they would pull out a spot of tea and slip it, like not slip it, slurp it. Excuse me. They go. Sorry, I'm not sure. You're trying. Dude, you'll get those bones. Those bones are just your fingers that identify as the assigned meshes. They're terrible unless you're working with an assigned mesh. I mean, I can hand you my rig, my personal BF2 rig that I use just for animating plain old BF2 stuff, but Forgotten Hope has their own fucking rig with their shoulder controllers and all that shit. Um, Dude, I encourage everyone to get into BF2 animating. It's a good thing. It's a good thing to get into. It's easy. It's relatively easy, but I just don't see why there would need to be a food mod unless you're working on like some sort of zombie survival BF2 mod, which I worked on a long time ago called Omnicide, and unfortunately the main mod leader he passed away. He had cancer. I was happy enough to work with him, but it's just not that kind of engine. It's really weird. It's not like the Source engine where you can almost work anything into it. Like it's not that kind of engine. Like it's like set in its modes. You know, you either capture the flag or you don't. You know, it's that kind of mode. I mean, of course, you could have a dropped med kit where you could have someone pick it up, and then you could have them when they pick it up animate them like shoving something in their mouth. Sure, but just don't see that kind of thing happening. But you know what? You got my blessing, dude. Anyone who can, that BF2 modding community is still super alive and well. I mean, and I want to help everyone I can, just hand you off a good old rig and the tools. You're gonna need 3ds Max 9 like I have here, and you're gonna need the essential BF2 tools. That's all you really need. You gotta be able to export them. You have to have a fair understanding of how the system works as well, but hey man, you got my blessing, dude. All on you. Oh yeah, and this was the one I worked on the most. It was me trying to figure how to animate him holding this up. Like, see, he adjusts it to his shoulder. This animation took a long fucking time. Oh my god, this one took forever, and I was so proud of it, and it was never good enough to cut the grade. And I feel like shit because of it. The newest reload. So it was from down here to the reload. God, it took forever to make this motherfucker. I remember it. It made me so sad. I wanted to be on the team so badly, and they stuck me with all the fucking lame ass first person things you could animate. They stuck me with everything. They stuck me with everything I didn't want to play with. Absolutely everything. Man, that took a while. Son of a bitch. That was also one that took a fucking long ass time that was dumb. One that's still thankfully in the game. There's just a lot of things that you go back on, you're like, oh, that's wasted work, that's wasted work. No, it wasn't wasted. It was all there for a reason. Especially this one, this motherfucker right here. and then you chuck it. I fucking blew up tanks on those British maps, let me tell you, that fucker blew shit up. And then this was the absolute first one I ever worked on. Where's the fire? This one right here. Okay, well, it just started off as me throwing it. So you pluck it, then you get ready, you hook it. Bam! There was something to that, I tell you. Was there a sprint? Was there a good sprint? Let me see how the sprint was. Just your average dumbass fucking sprint. It was the newer deploy that I had to work on. I had to fix it. I remember I had to fix it because something was fucked up with it. Oh, it plays super fast here. But like it was like just like this. You held it out. You lined up the fuse. You stuck it in. And then you had to fucking twist it, and I had to animate him twisting it, and it just didn't look that right. Good thing it was, it looked good enough. I think it looked pretty good for a guy who's only been animating for 10 years, like a jackass, like a tard muffin who's only been doing this for 10 plus years, like a dope. That's just me. And then my original load animation for the Mosin. It was too fast. It was way too fast. I mean, I've racked one of those. My buddy has an M9130. It was a bit too fast. But good thing that my reload was kept. My reload. I'm not the happiest with that reload, I must say. I'm not very happy with that reload. I'm still not happy, and I really wish they would replace it. I'll bring that up in the next town hall meeting. That's a joke. Oh, fuck. God. Anyways, this has been fun strolling down memory lane up in here. I got my AIX stuff. Oh man, my AIX animation. I was working on AIX back in the day when I was also working on Forgotten Hope 2. Man, so much shit. Like the Barrett. Like, look at this. Look how fucked up this looks. I was still using my BF2 rig. Look how fucked up it looks. Oh, what the hell happened? There we go. Look at that. It's funny because Kesterama, if you look at his weapon models, when he had me pull it back, he had a special double-faced thing there. A double-sided model. If you actually look at it, it shouldn't have been pulled back that far, but I just kind of went with it as an animator and was like, damn, I love Allied Intent Extended. I love the mod. There's no way I could, possibly fuck with it, but my first thing I did was the time bomb. Why is this not the time bomb? Oh, that's not the time bomb. The first thing I did for Allied Intent Extended was the time bomb. I think it was the fire throw animation. It was the beep 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 boop. And then that was it. It was a boom boom boom. And then that's when it would throw it. Good times, good times. Alright guys, I'm out. I hate to end this session with a bunch of old shit, but I gotta say the newest one I'm gonna work on, it's nothing official, it is for Forgotten Hope. Look at that, Unreal 2, Unreal 3, a bunch of shit, Postal 2 shit, Crisis COD 4, 2042, BF2. Oh, man. I think, yeah, the next one I'm definitely gonna work on, fellas, will be the SDG 44. It was really fun to work on. I mean, it was super fun to animate. I mean, it's still in the game today. It still looks good, but it still sounds good. I just want to put something new in, you know? So I'm going to put something new in the game. It's not going to be in the game. It's just my shitty animations. My animations are garbage. They're garbage people. Anyways, I just wanted to thank you all for watching. Thank you all for maybe being entertained. I hope I could have entertained you, and I'm glad you're fans. Oh, at least I think you're fans. So yeah, I'm gonna animate the STG-44 reload next, just for fun. The only reload. I'll probably do a run and a sprint and do all that other crap with it, but as of right now, I will be live streaming the reload animation. And it was nice talking to you all. Alright guys, have a good night. Much love to you and your families, and take care. Even if you don't love your families, tell them to go fuck themselves. And take care. Bye bye.